Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to disassemble and reassemble a SW40VE Sigma series. And the very first thing you're going to want to do when you take your gun is make sure it does not have a magazine in it. So if you do have a magazine in it like this, make sure that you just hit the release and it'll drop it. The release right on the side, it'll drop your magazine out. Now, if you keep your magazine loaded and it's inside your gun, obviously the next step you want to do is make sure that there's no bullet in the chamber. So make sure that there's nothing going on in the chamber. Now, whenever you have your magazine out, because if you have your magazine in it, it won't work, or you won't be able to take apart your gun. So make sure you have your magazine out, no bullet in the chamber, point in a safe direction, and pull the trigger. You have to pull the trigger, or else at the end of your process, it's not going to work. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to look at your gun, and you'll notice that right here is a little lever, and then directly on the other side is a little lever as well. So they're parallel to each other on the gun. So it's looking like this. I bet it looks awful on the other side of the screen before the gun in. But these levers are directly next to each other in the middle of the gun. So first thing you want to do is put it in your hand, in your shooting hand. So I shoot with my right hand. I squeeze the trigger with my right hand. And I use my left hand for support. So whatever hand that you squeeze the trigger with, put it in that hand. So you're going to want to put it in the pocket of your hand, like they teach you if you've been to classes or anything, how to shoot a gun. Put it in the pocket of your hand, and you're going to use two fingers, and you're going to use your thumb. So you're going to use two fingers and a thumb to do this. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your gun, and you're going to pull it back about an inch. You'll hear it click, and wrap your two fingers around it like so. So you got your two fingers and your thumb holding on to the back of this, right here where you put the pocket in the chamber itself. Now, simultaneously, you're going to pull down on these. As you're pulling down on these, release. You still got to pull down and then let go. So now you're like, well, what does that mean? So the next step is pull the trigger. Once you do that, the gun automatically pulls forward by itself. Now make sure you're not pulling your gun down or anything, or else it'll just fall onto the floor. So I just hold it even and pull the trigger, and then the chamber will slide off, and then you can put your synthetic down. Now you have your chamber. Now how you're going to take this apart is very simple. You're going to take this spring, and you're going to push in right here. Just push in, and it'll come up. Now don't just rip it up, or else you might break the end off right here. There's a little nipple on the end of this that goes into your gun. Don't break it up. So just push in the spring in and lift it out. So that'll be that, and then the last part is to take out your barrel. So what you're going to want to do is, here on this side of your gun, just take your finger and push up and slide forward. So now you're going to look like this, and then just grab the end of your barrel and it'll come out. And then you'll have your chamber, your barrel, your spring, and your synthetic. And there's your SW40VE taken apart. To put it back together, obviously you're just going to trace back your steps. So you're going to want to take your barrel and make sure the 40 Smith & Wesson is facing up, like this. It's going to go into your chamber like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it, turn it upside down, with the SW40VE now facing down. You slide your barrel into the hole, and it'll slide out like so. That's how you took it out. And then just take the tip of the barrel and just push it, and it will lock itself in. So you don't want to really set it because it might catch the lip on the chamber. So you want to leave it hanging out and then just slowly push it in, and it'll catch itself. Now, this is also an important part. If you don't put this in correctly, your gun will jam when you shoot it. So what you want to do is you're going to want to take the nipple of this. You can see the nipple. So this side has a nipple, this side's flat. So you're going to want to take the nipple and you're going to put it in this hole right here, like so. So now the nipple's placed in that hole. You see it. And you're just going to want to squeeze your spring a little bit, and it'll set down, and it'll catch that lip. Now, if you're looking at your gun, you can see you don't want it on that top lip. You want it on the lip on the bottom. So the lip underneath it. You can see what I'm talking about. Now, you want to look at your gun, and you want to make sure that you center your spring. So just kind of make sure that spring is centered with that piece right here. Make sure that's centered. And then once you got that done, well, you're going to take your synthetic and you're going to take your chamber. And on the back of your chamber, you can kind of see these ridges, kind of. You see what I'm saying? And then if you look at your gun, common sense tells you how your gun's going to go back on. You're going to just line this up right here, and then it is going to slide on the gun like so. So you can kind of see how there's nothing here, and then you're going to catch these lips like this. Now your gun is still loose like this, so what you have to do is you got to completely cock it, pull the trigger, and now your gun's reassembled. I haven't heard any problems from it. I've looked at a lot of the reviews and stuff. As long as you keep it clean, with really, they're not going to make a gun and then they're not going to make a gun knowing that it's not going to do well. So you take care of your gun will take care of you. This is going to be fun taking it out to the range. I'm excited. I got FMJs at the top and I got hollow points at the bottom. But then I've got a bunch of ammo that I'm just going to take out and just see how it does. You can get these online, brand new, for $300. They sell, if you're going into like a Dick's or a Dunham's or Cabela's or something like that, they might sell closer to $315, $330 up there. But yeah, I wouldn't spend more than $300 on it. It's a very nice gun, very clean looking. I don't see any problems with it yet. But I'll see it in action, and then I'll let you all know, and I'll give you our review on it. If you have any questions, just let me know. Be safe.